Halloween used to end. The kids would go home, the lights would go out, and by morning, the streets would be quiet again. But last year, Halloween never stopped in our town. It began the night after October 31st. We woke up to find the decorations still up. At first, it wasn't strange. People can be lazy about taking them down. But as I drove to work, I noticed something odd. Every single house still had pumpkins glowing. Every yard still had fake graves and plastic skeletons. Even the candy bowls that had been empty the night before were full again. And then there were the kids, dozens of them, still walking the streets in their costumes, laughing, knocking on doors, saying trick or treat. At 8 a.m., I thought it was just a leftover prank, maybe a few kids who didn't want the night to end. But when I got to work, no one else seemed concerned. My coworker, Janet, was dressed as a witch, her face painted, her hat slightly crooked. I joked, Halloween was yesterday. She blinked at me and said, "What do you mean?" When I checked the date on my phone, it still said October 31st. I thought maybe my phone had glitched, but the calendar on my computer said the same thing. Tuesday, October 31st. The whole town seemed trapped. Every clock, every device, frozen on that day. That night, the trick-or-treaters came again. Different costumes this time, though. Older faces. Some I didn't recognize. When I opened my door to hand out candy, one of them, a little girl dressed as a scarecrow, looked up at me and said softly, "You have to keep celebrating." Then she smiled, and I realized her teeth were black, not painted, rotted. I shut the door and turned off the lights, but even with the blinds closed, I could still see orange light flickering outside. The jack-o'-lanterns on every porch never went out. By midnight, the laughter started, but it wasn't the kind of laughter you hear from kids. It was hollow, distant, echoing down every street. The next morning, I woke up, checked the date again. Still October 31st. And the pumpkins, they weren't the same. The carvings had changed. Each one now had sharper teeth, deeper cuts, their candle flames burning blue instead of yellow. I tried leaving town. I packed my car and drove toward the highway. But halfway there, the fog rolled in, thick, orange, glowing like firelight. The further I drove, the darker it got. Eventually, I couldn't see the road at all. When I turned back, I was right where I started. Same gas station. Same decorations. Same glowing pumpkins. That night, I decided to stay awake and record everything. Around midnight, I heard footsteps outside my window. I lifted my phone and hit record. The street was full of people. Dozens. All wearing masks. Skeletons, clowns, witches, walking in slow circles around my house. The same faces, repeating. Then they stopped. Every single one of them looked up at my window at once, and they smiled. The air went cold. My camera glitched. For a second, the faces flickered, and underneath the masks, there were no faces at all, just stretched skin and hollow eye sockets. My phone shut off. When it turned back on, a new video had appeared. I didn't record it. It showed me, asleep in my bed. Outside the window, a pumpkin was glowing brighter and brighter until the entire room was bathed in orange light. Then a whisper, "As long as the candles burn, the night continues." I tried smashing every pumpkin I could find, but for every one I destroyed, 3 more appeared. The air started smelling like smoke and rot. Every day, I wake up and it's still Halloween. The same songs playing, the same laughter. Everyone in town smiles too wide now. Their eyes don't blink. The police station's empty. The school doors are locked. The only place still open is the Halloween store, and when I went inside, it was full of mannequins, all wearing the same mask. My face. I don't think we're alive anymore. I think the town crossed over somehow, like the border between the living and the dead got stuck halfway open. And the pumpkins, they keep growing. Some of them are the size of cars now, pulsing softly, like they're breathing. Last night, one of them split open. There was something inside, something human-shaped, covered in candle wax and smiling with burned lips. It looked at me and whispered, "Happy Halloween." And this morning I saw the date again. Still October 31st. Only now, the year is gone.